morning, I'm Carl Azuz, and welcome to this Thursday morning's edition of CNN 10. Yesterday, April 20th, 2016, the Supreme Court heard oral argument on the Birchfield versus North Dakota case. This case began when Danny Birchfield drove his car into a ditch. When police forces showed up, they performed a field sobriety and breathalyzer test, both of which he failed. He was then arrested, but refused to give a blood chemical test. In the state of North Dakota, that is a criminal offense. Here's what Birchfield's lawyer had to say.
We'll hear argument first this morning in case 14-1468, Birchfield versus North Dakota, and the related cases. Mr. Rothfeld?
Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the Court. The fundamental problem with the statutes at issue in these three cases is that they make it a criminal offense to assert a constitutional right. Under the laws of North Dakota and Minnesota, a person who is stopped on suspicion of impaired driving is obligated to take a warrantless chemical test to determine the alcohol content of their blood. The states concede that these tests are searches in the meaning of the Fourth Amendment.
The case essentially asks, does a person have to submit to a blood chemical test, or is a warrant needed for those who don't consent? The Supreme Court later ruled 7-1 in favor of Birchfield, saying that since his breath is technically available to the public, a breathalyzer test does not infringe upon his fourth constitutional right. However, since the process of performing the blood chemical test is intrusive, the court ruled that the person must consent to the blood chemical test or a warrant must be obtained. Birchfield was later acquitted of the extra charges placed on him since he did not consent to the blood chemical test. However, he still drove drunk. What a genius.